is only war.
What is up, gents? 40k Dirtbags here. We are back at it again. We just came back from the Lone Star Open 40k Champs event out in Texas. It was our second time going. Actually, it was me and Kevo last year. This year, we brought two other Dirtbags with us, so it was cool. If you guys are going to go to Texas, this is one of the best FLG events to go to. I know they have a Texas circuit out there, but FLG runs a great tournament. And this one we're going to keep coming back out to every year because it's so fun to meet the people and represent the troops. It's got all the branches there. They all hang out, talk, go over some stories. And it's just the guys that are there are just your definition of like a chill, cool 40K dirtbag, right? So that's kind of like how me and Keeble click so well. And when you guys have everybody in one room playing the same tournament, it's just such a cool vibe. So if I can't recommend it enough, I definitely would check out Lone Star Open if you can next year out in Texas. So this year, we won it last year. This year, we went 6-0 with our Death Guard. Kind of a crazy meta right now. I have to admit that Death Guard, Chaos Knights, Imperial Knights are just kind of top everywhere. And this just goes to show when we were there was about a 20% showing of Death Guard. And of course, I'm one of them, so I can't say anything about it. But I did have Death Guard since I was 16, so I didn't kind of jump on the bandwagon. Obviously, we got the merch going. But yeah, so we're going to go over this video first. This is going to be a list review video of what we did, what lists we brought to LSO, how we went 6-0, stuff like that. And then I'm going to break it up like I do every other GT into each individual match. So we're going to go over first through 6 because we didn't have any stream games this time. So it's actually going to be 6 full videos. The other tournaments, we had some streams going, so I didn't really have to make a video on them. But with this one, we go over picture by picture, turn by turn, what we did good, what we could have done better, and all that stuff. Every single game I had this time was against a really, really, really good opponent. Every single time we could have lost in every single game. Sometimes when you go to GT, you play some newer players and you kind of like coach them throughout the entire thing. But no, every single game I played out of all 6 were, holy shit, I could lose this game. So I can't wait to talk about each game in this in the next coming videos. But I really want to talk about this video because it really gives detail on why I bring what I bring and kind of like how I make a list in my head. And then I put it on a piece of paper and then test it and then tweak it and then kind of make an actual list that's going to be good in the competitive scene. So that's what this whole video is going to be about. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you leave it in the comments below so that way we get to it. And if you guys want to head over to Discord, there's a really cool Discord for the Dirtbags. Everybody is super friendly. They help each other out. No dicks. If there are dicks, you get banned. There's no point. And then if you guys want to support us over at patreon.com, I wouldn't be doing this without my Patreons. We actually got to hang out with a bunch of cool fucking Patreons at LSO. So a bunch of Grandmasters there, a bunch of competitive Dirtbags. A lot of people came up to us. It was a really, really cool time. And it's good to see you guys live in person. And you kind of see like how I am naturally. I mean, I am this way naturally in person, kind of chill, like drinking beers and playing 40k. When you see like some other 40k channels, they're not the same in person as they are in 40k. I was told by one of my dirtbags that's how it is. But it was super fun, great weekend. And if you guys want to support the channel, head over to patreon.com. All these videos go ahead of time on patreon.com first. And there's some extra key stuff you can't get anywhere else, only on patreon.com. We do Grandmaster TTS games as well and Grandmaster coaching 101. If you guys are competitive, we get list reviews, ideas, tactics, and unlimited list oversight. Anytime you guys need. So let's get into the sponsors real quick. Rexar Lasers is stepping up. They are going above and beyond with even more merch. We're talking about getting a Rexar Lasers link on their website. It's only going to be the Dirtbag stuff. So we're working on that with them. So stay tuned for that. And if you guys want to get the shirts, hats, there are new images up on the merch store. So go check that out. But quick sponsor, and we'll be back to the list. All right, guys, if you want to support the channel, head over to the merch store. The description below has the link. All these shirts are up for sale. These legit red, white, and blue shirts look fire at a GT. They're super comfortable, super non shrinkage. It's just a really, really nice shirt. Spent a lot of time picking out the right shirt. All these designs are up for sale, all the stickers as well. And if you guys need some models, we got the Cypher, which is legit. We got the Tech Marine with Grey Knight bits. We have the Phobos Librarian, the Phobos Captain, the Calidus Assassin should be in every list, and old school Codiez. We have the widgets, 6-inch, 3-inch, 1-inch, 2-inch, half-inch. We have our objective markers, which are great for sticky objectives, any marking for oath, anything like that, and all of the stickers. So hit me up on Discord, DM, that's how you get a hold of these, and the merch tab below for the shirts. Now back to the video. All right, so the top 5 players were 6-0. It was like a 300+ person event. It was kind of insane in a 2-day, 6-game event. So with only 6 games and that many people, you're going to have a ton of people that are undefeated. So the first one who won it, congrats, Junior, Death Guard. He won first place. Number 2, Oscar, who actually played our boy Brian in one of the games. He took second with Death Guard. Then we have a Chaos Space Marine player, which there was a thing with this game. He actually brought a Hellbrute that wasn't in his list, and he played all 6 games with that extra Hellbrute. I think he commented online about his mistake and felt like an idiot, yada yada. I don't know. Everybody was saying it was sentiment. I don't know the guy. I can't say anything about it, but it's kind of, it sucks, like bringing an entire 130 point, really, really good Hellbrute in a Pack-Bound Zealot list, not realizing it. And also making the list not with the Hellbrute in it, that kind of sucked too. So I think he got DQ'd, all his points went away, and I don't know if he's getting any ITC points, which I don't think he is, which technically mean we were 4th place, right? But no, 4th place was Necrons with Justin Moore, and then we came to 5th place. And how they rank it, guys, is based off of strength of schedule. So this guy, 69% strength of schedule, which is pretty good. Oscar had a 64. James, doesn't matter, sorry, 63, 62, and then we had a 56. So like I said, when I was playing all my guys, I was like, every guy I was playing could have been really fucking good. Like, it was a really close game every single time, which is nuts. But then the guy we beat on game 6, that was our last game, he was the number 1 Death Guard player. He was at 73% win ratio. It was insane. Funny story, I'll get to that when we get to the video. But yeah, so we came up in 5th place at the Lone Star Open. We won it last year with our Chaos Cult. This year we're trying to bring it back, going back to back at Lone Star Open. But we still went 6-0 with our Death Guard, so I can't wait to talk about this. All right, guys, game 6 against another fellow Death Guard player. Awesome dude. I think I played him before. He had a Dirtbag dice, which we met up. I fucking forget which tournament, but he looks so familiar. And final matchup, it's funny because I didn't know this until the very end of the game. There was one Death Guard player that was looking at the rankings that had like a 72% win ratio going into game 6. And I'm like, if he loses, I have a potential chance, right, of winning or placing. And I was like, all right, I just need to have him lose game 6 and me win, right? I didn't know that was this guy. So me going into it, I'm playing literally the number 1 player at the tournament with the highest win rate percentage. So this guy is just fucking crushing it. So going into the tournament, going into this game, not knowing who it is, just knowing that it's another good Death Guard player with another Vectorum list. This is Tyler Precipio's similar list. He doesn't have the Knight, but it's basically the 10 Plague Marines with the 2 characters in it, with the Foulblight Spawn and the Plaguecaster, Poxwalkers, Heavy Blade Launcher, Hauler, Solo, Lord of Virulence, Demon Prince with the 5 of Feel No Pain, Lord of Contagion with the Death Shroud, Spawn, Rhino, and the Big Fucking Knight. So this list is definitely a list I would be running. The only changes I would make is 2 5-mans. Now again, the 10-man Plague Marines is just so fucking good with the full rerolls to hit and wound for 1 CP, sustain, and lethal on 5s. You just can't go wrong. Like, it's so fucking good. It's just, I tried it and it's just not my play style. But again, this is a really, really good list. I don't think there's anything I would change, honestly. Like, just run this list. It's really good. Obviously, with the new points changes, the points went up a ton. So you're up like 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 120, 130, 160 points you're up. 170 points. This list probably went up 170 points. So you probably just drop like one of the heavy blade launchers and then one of the enhancements. Like it's not that much of a change. But yeah, so that's the list. Really scary, really good opponent. And game 6, we are playing Take and Hold, standard 40k mission. So every day we're playing layout 1 with the search and destroy setup. So we have pretty similar setup every single game. So for us, I think he won the roll off for deployment, but he deploys his guys kind of like in the center, 9 inches away from my deployment zone. I do the same thing over here. He then puts his boxes over here. Yeah, I put my boxes over here, so we're kind of like mirroring our setup. He put his Dean Prince right on the line. I put mine right on line, but I'm within 3 inches of the Poxwalker, so I actually have Lone Up. I put my spawn over here so that way they can move up into the whatchamacallit, little V right here. He put his on the opposite side, so I guess he can move up here and kind of threaten this side, which actually is a pretty good move. So if he starts him here, he just moves up 6 inches there, but that gives a little angle going this way with heavy blade launchers, or heavy blade launcher going this way and try and get this angle. So I guess it would have been good to put him here. Maybe I'll try that out next turn, but I really like them in the center, so that way I can keep them behind here defensively for till turn 2 or turn 3, because they usually are my contagion spreaders. So by turn 2, they're either running forward or moving up to put something in contagion range, or turn 3, they're hopefully still alive and then in combat with something to spread the contagion even more. So they are my contagion spreaders because they're T7, hard to kill, whatever it may be. So I really like them to live till turn 3. If I put them here, they're kind of in the open. Maybe on turn 2 he could just move up his Plague Marines and just murder them off the table. So his Rhino's right in the front, mine's way more defensively, so he was way more aggressive than I was. Morty's right here, his Knight's over there. This guy's on there. I think I brought another one in reserves, Typhus in reserves, and 2 Lord Contagions in reserve. Tallyman back here, these guys spread out, and that's about it. So who went first? Death Guard Vectorum, my opponent, goes first. So we went first once this entire weekend. No, I'm sorry, we went second twice this entire weekend. We went first 4 times, went second 2 times. Going second against a mirror, definitely a little bit of a benefit, especially with points. Turn 1, he gets Call the Horde, can't get Cleanse, and a Tempting Target. So Tempting Target, I obviously picked this one all the way over here. I think we have 3 or 4 of the guys on the point, so he can't just throw his spawn up there and steal it from me, which is smart. But his spawn move up, and Dean Prince scooches up onto the point. He gets the Cleanse. These guys are still in the Rhino. They scooch up to stage. The Poxes spread out over here. This guy moves up. This guy ran forward. I don't know what he was doing with this thing, because he started there, runs up to here, I guess just a stage for next turn. But I said, fuck that, we're going in. So we scooch up and we get that charge off on these guys. He counter charges with his spawn. I pick the -1 to hit again for the aura. He picks the -1 AP. So me knowing that spawn hit on 4s, now 5s, wasn't too afraid of me launching my Poxwalkers into the spawn just to try and tie up this vehicle from doing anything. So I put my guys in a position. The Rhino is out of position. He should not be there, because then this guy just has line of sight onto him, which was just dumb. So he should be probably more back over here, so that way I can't get a free shot off from this heavy blade launcher. So that was dumb on my part. These guys again wait because they are my spreaders. He scooches up out of the ruin. He scooches up, gets some line of sight onto nobody because I didn't want to shoot anything. But yeah, these guys charge in. We get turn 1, storm hostile objective, call the horde, and overwhelming force. So we're not really going to kill anything off the points, but we want to storm. So we put 1, 2, 3, 4 on the point, and we stay outside of 6. So how we made this charge was these guys scooted up to right about here, and then when we charged in at an angle, like kind of like over here, and we stayed outside of 6 inches of this guy. Because when you make the charge, as long as you can't get base to base, you can like end your charge closer to the closest end, or closer to that target while staying in coherency. So we made the charge with 1, 2, 3 guys in combat, wheeled off there, and then these 3 back here. And then when we piled in towards a closed enemy unit, which is now this guy. We're piling now diagonal this way. So when we pile in diagonal, I'm able to put these 4 guys on the point to steal it from this guy, leave 1 guy who could die because of the spawn charging in, and then he whiffs on 5s. So he whiffs on 4, he whiffs on 5s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So he didn't kill any poxes with that clapback. So that's kind of why I did it, because I knew that it was going to be really hard for him to hit me. And this guy was going to kill all 10 of them. Yeah, as long as I had 1 guy alive to be in combat with like these 2 guys, I was able to steal the point and keep these guys in combat, because he can't fall back and shoot, and the spawn can't fall back and do anything. So that was turn 1. Turn 2, he kills all of my boxes. He gets 10 for primary. He gets overwhelming force, which my boxes were on the point, and behind enemy lines, which he ditches for display of might. He has way too many models in the center for me to rapid ingress and try and steal it from him. So his display of might is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He has like 9 or 10 display of mights in the center. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only have 5. So there's absolutely no way I'm going to deny display of might right now without any of my guys in the table. He brought his 1 guy down here, which I think he was putting him there for overwhelming force, display of might, behind enemy lines. I'm not sure why, but I guess he put him there to give line of sight to the rhino. And then these guys just shot down at the rhino, and don't believe he killed the rhino. Yeah, he didn't kill the rhino even with the full rerolls to hit. So now his guy is right there. I'm praying that I get assassinate, because his dude is just there for the taking. We have 1 heavy blade launcher here. We scooch him up. He just kind of stages turn 2. Doesn't really do a ton. Brings these guys in from reserves. Brings this guy in. The knight stays there. Doesn't really move up or do anything. This guy's waiting back here. Spawn, move up, finish killing off the boxes. This guy shoots the boxes. He shoots the boxes. Spawn might have just fell back, because I think this guy just blows up the boxes with 3 damage and all the crazy guns. My turn 2, we get 10 points for primary, because we hold this one and that one. And we get assassinate, booyah, and cleanse. So how do we do assassinate? Obviously we move up, we bring this guy onto the table 6 inches, or this guy comes on. So this guy comes on, gets this guy in line of sight. So when he gets this guy in line of sight, that's one option, and this guy moves up, because if he fails, he can just charge and get the tank shock to finish him off. But I got 2 guys lined up to shoot this guy. He's lined up to shoot this way if I need to. These guys come down outside 6. My goal here is to kill the Demon Prince this turn, or this Blight Hauler, and then tie up the Rhino. If I can just get as much as guys into the Rhino and just keep these guys back, that's really my goal. So I commit Morty into trying killing the Demon Prince. I commit my Demon Prince into killing his Demon Prince. The spawn move up. These guys come down outside 6 inches of the spawn here, and then outside 6 inches of this thing. I'm trying to kill his heavy blade launches as much as possible. So Plague Marines get out from the Rhino. From here, move up to here. I put this guy within 6 inches of the aura. I get these guys on the board outside 6 inches of both, and I fit them right there. So I'm going to try and make this charge and then pile in this way to stay out of line of sight of this knight. So now if they kill this thing and now they're there, he's got to either move up this way to commit this way, or kind of just ignore him. So that is my goal on turn 2, is commit there, kill 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's kind of like my goal. I don't really end up killing the Demon Prince. I whiff hardcore. He's got 4 wounds left after Morty charges in, and the Demon Prince, so he tanks a shit ton. We do kill the Mythic Blightholder with our Death Shroud pretty easily, so we charge in, pile in, tag the Rhino. We kill these guys with some Flamers, take them down to 4. Like I said from the last video, their leadership 8. So they have to pass the leadership to really do anything. So we take him down to 4. They fail, but it's still sticky. He's got heavy blade launcher, and a mythic blade hauler still on this side. We kill the guy with the shooting, so we don't have to charge in this way. And we kill the spawn down to 2, and then we charge the spawn just to tie the spawn up. Again, I know he can't fall back and shoot and do anything, so we just want to throw our shit into his shit and see what shit sticks. But yeah, these guys actually, I think, get out of the Rhino. They move up. They don't charge. They shoot this thing. And then we did make our 6-inch charge, and we pile in to tag these Poxwalkers over here. So that was our turn 2. Because we cleanse with these spawn, cleanse with those guys. And that was a pretty good turn 2. His turn 3, he gets 10 points again. He gets all of his Plague Marines out, backs up his Rhino, falls back. This guy hops out from the ruin. This guy scooches up. This guy moves up. I have my Lord Contagion still alive here. I have 1 heavy blade launcher here. He's now trying to commit onto Morty. So he puts everything in line of sight of Morty. Demon Prince backs up after everything like moved, and I don't think I reactive moved, because if he charges me with this full 10-man brick with sustain and lethal on 5s, I could potentially go down this turn. So he's going to do the full rerolls to hit and wound, which I know going into it. So full rerolls to hit and wound with the Plague Marines into Morty. He's got this guy with the melts into Morty, this guy into Morty, this guy I don't think can see Morty, and obviously the Knight into Morty. So everything is committing into Morty. He brought in his Death Shroud with the Lord of Contagion up top here to steal my objective up top, which was really smart on his part. But now they're kind of like out of the game forever. So they kill these Poxes pretty easily. Like they make the 6-inch charge. Clear off that zone. Now I don't have this point anymore, but I still do have the center if I can survive these Plague Marines. Okay, so what happens? He backs up these guys to try and block me from moving here. So I overwatch, and I only kill 3 of them. So he kills, I think, 2 of them. 1 of them is out of coherency here, so he dies at the end of the turn. So luckily, he had these guys and then this guy alive. So all I had to do was move past this one guy staying 1 inch away. So when I moved past him, if these guys were still alive, I was fucked. So I had to overwatch. I had to do something. So I overwatched, killed 2, 1 died from coherency. He then moves up 5 inches, and then I'm within range next turn of the Knight. So if these guys didn't die, I don't know what these guys would have done. Like they would have just been fucking screwed and stuck there killing Poxwalkers. But luckily they died, so we freed up that space. These guys do shoot Morty, do charge Morty. He kills the Death Shroud. He only kills 1 Death Shroud. I counter charge when he makes that charge, because the charge is so weird. Like he doesn't want to charge into my Death Shroud, so he charges in like 1 guy here, 1 guy here. Doesn't want to get into my Demon Prince, so he can't go that way. So he only has like 3 guys in combat on this side, and then tails him off this way. So this is just bad placement and a bad charge going into Morty. After all the shooting, he takes Morty down to 10 wounds. So he then tries to charge me. Charges, I countercharge, and I countercharge this way. Why I countercharge this way is because it splits up his unit into 2 like groups now. So he has his heavy weapons on this side, which isn't going into Morty. And he's got to keep people in coherency. So when I countercharge into here, I think I fight on death with these guys, 6 inches. So I fight on death with these guys. This guy dies. He then gets the fight on death. And with the sweep from Morty and the overhead smashes from all these guys in Lord of Contagions, we kill the entire squad. So the whole squad, including the characters, just get wiped out. I attacked with these guys first, the Death Shroud, because there was characters attached to Mortarion. So I knew Morty can go last, and if the characters were still alive, he can attack the characters and kill the characters. Because if I went with Morty first, these guys would have lost out on some of the attacks. So knowing where the characters are and coherency is definitely crucial when you're deciding who's going to attack first or second. So that was a huge swing. That was a huge swing with a 10-man Plague Marine with 2 characters getting wiped out on his turn. So that was like a really bump on my side of the thing. Like, he did take one of my points, but I kept the center, so I was still able to get 10 points, and we took out a big portion of his list. So our turn now is to really be aggressive and commit as much as we can to wipe out the heavy blight launchers. So we commit both of our guys down here to take out the mythic blight hauler, this blight hauler, or blight launcher. We move up our Death Shroud to commit with this guy and charge and kill this guy and kill some boxes. We want to finish off this Demon Prince. These guys, like I said, moved up 5, and now they're within like 6 or 7 inches of this Big Knight. So I'm pretty sure these guys can kill the Big Knight. We can finish off the Demon Prince. We can finish off this guy, and then all he has left after this turn is the Poxwalkers. Maybe this Knight if it survives. 3 or 4 Poxwalkers here, and the full unit of Death Shroud Lord Contagion up here. So again, I'm just running away from this unit. They could just have that point. Whatever. Fuck that point. Not my point anymore. Typhus comes down here, does some mortal wounds onto the Demon Prince. And we did finish up everything. So we charged our Rhino in, do some tank shock. Demon Prince, Morty. Morty is still on 9 wounds. The Knight does die. Yeah, Knight gets blown up. So Knight dies to the full Lord of Contagion with the Death Shroud. We pile into the Tally Man. We steal his home field objective. We kill this thing. Pile on. We kill this thing. Or no, this thing's still alive. We charge him with the Poxes. So everything just charges into this thing. He's got 2 wounds left. He flies over. So all he has left is Death Shroud, this one guy, and maybe 1 Pox with the Tally Man. So kind of took a big turn on turn 3 when he piled out of his Rhino here. So I made that charge there, took out one of them. Made the other charge here, took out another guy. And this was the turn that really pushed it, because he focused a lot on the Mortarion instead of killing all of my Death Shroud and stuff like that. Like if the Plague Marines got out, like what if the Plague Marines got out this way, shot, killed these guys, Knight moves up here, tries to get line of sight onto these guys. I don't know if he could get line of sight, but if he could, blow those guys up, and then it's a different game. Now all I have is Morty, which he could probably finish off these guys, but then nothing's going after the Knight, and nothing's going after these heavy launchers down here. So that would have been the different play if he focuses down the Death Shroud and Lord of Contagion over Morty, and maybe killing my, because heavy blight launchers at the end of the game, like late game, is super scary. But guys, game 6 against a really, really good, clean opponent. I love clean games. Like this was a really, really good, clean, friendly game, which is awesome. Top table at AGT. Super fun opponent, super good opponent, and a very, very clean, smooth game, which is, you can't ask for a better turnout in a tournament setting like this. So I appreciate this so much. We then find out at the end of the game that he was the Death Guard player we were chasing. That was number 1 with the 70% win ratio. So crazy, crazy game. Thanks so much for an awesome Death Guard matchup. But final score, guys, is 99-76. We wind up letting, I think it was like 22 or 26 points in total. So we had the most victory points throughout the tournament out of everybody in the top 5. So that was pretty cool to say that we had the most points scored. We did not have the highest win percentage. I'll pull that up in a little bit. But with this game, 99-76, he went first. He had 10-10-10-5 with 3 at the last turn for the challenger card. 28 out of 40 for the secondaries. for us, we had 10, 10, 15, 15, because by turn 4, we basically had 3 objectives pretty easily, including his home objective. We had 39 out of 40 for secondaries. So all in all, great game. 99-76 Death Guard versus Death Guard Mirror. All right, so the final matchup, I think we went over this in the list review, but the final matchup, number 3, this is the guy that cheated and brought an extra Hellbrute, which I don't know how the fuck you do that. It's literally the main part of that list. So he got DQ'd, took a year off, I think, of tournament play. Didn't want to go on stream, which I thought was weird. But he got eliminated, so he's out. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4. I was in 4th place. Justin Moore Necrons in 3rd place. Oscar, who commented on our last video, was in 2nd place. And then Junior, who was in 1st place with Death Guard. So top 4 placings, 3 of them being Death Guard. Something had to change. So the change happened. We'll do a video soon because there's a bunch of lists that we had to update in our app. So everything was the little yellow symbol, so we had to change everything. But yeah, congrats to all the winners. We did get a bunch of points for this tournament, but like I said, we had 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 14, 22 point difference. Like we only let up 22 points of this. But yeah, it was cool. So next we have win rates. So 69.4% win ratio. That's why he took first. 64.25. His doesn't count. And then we have Justin at 62.7, and then we had 56.6. So that's based off of who you play and how their win rates were. So if you play, like this means that half of my opponents were 3 or more wins, which is really good. That means most of the players you played against had 3 out of 6 for a record. Some of them had 4 for 2. Some of them had 5 for 1. So like a lot of the guys you played were really good. This means that 70% of your opponents, their win percentage was 70 or higher, which is just insane. That means you played a lot of good players, but again, being Death Guard is just, you're at such a huge advantage with that. So right now, guys, we're currently ranked ELL. This is from Stat Check. Check out those guys if you guys don't already. But yeah, we're number 1 right now. I don't know how the fuck that happens, but we love 40k. We love playing in GTs. Like a lot of these guys are Team USA, like top players in the world. Like this is such a solid list of people. Tyler, where the fuck were you? So yeah, this we're number 1. This means like how you do in GTs is how they rank this. It's not ITC. It's not winning events and then placing an ITC like RTCs. This is like only GTs. They have a whole description on how they rank everybody. But it's a lot like chess. Like chess's master ratings and stuff like that. Like they rate based off of like how the opponent you're going against, and then if you lose against like a lower ranked player, you drop points, stuff like that. But we just kept winning GTs recently. Like we had a really good year last year, and then we had a really good year this year. So we're winning a lot and placing high and not losing at GTs, which pushes our rank really, really high. So just to have this as another checkpoint for the Dirtbag Nation is really what we were trying to go for this year. So we are crushing it over at the Dirtbag Nation. We do a lot of coaching over at the Dirtbag Nation. If you guys are interested in a coach, myself or another Dirtbag over there, you can join a Patreon page to support us and have your own Patreon link in Discord. We have competitive Dirtbags, which you get to message me one-on-one, list ideas, tactics, any questions. We have Grandmaster Dirtbags, which you guys get to do list reviews, calls, battle reports, all that stuff, and sometimes TTS games when I'm working from home. So there's a lot of stuff you get advantages from Patreon just to be a part of the Dirtbag community. But look, we are showing that we are very competitive, hopefully chill for you guys, beer drinking, don't know what the fuck we're talking about, but playing really good at 40k. Dirtbags. So a lot of shit's coming up in the end of this year. We have Nova, LVO, and Worlds coming up. So stay tuned for all that stuff. The thing that I changed it today, but I think I'm going to drop Typhus and some of the enhancements to keep the same list going into Nova without any practice. They made the decision right then and there that Nova is literally like a week from now, and they're making the points changes for Nova. So you have to use the updated points for Knights, Chaos Knights, and Death Guard. So we'll see what the fuck we do at Nova, but we have to place high enough at Nova and LVO to try and get #1 Death Guard play in the world. But guys, I really appreciate it. Check out that merch store. Let me know in Discord what else you want to see in the merch store. A lot of shit coming up with Rexar Lasers. Thank you, Rexar, for being such a good sponsor. There's a lot of stuff that we're working on with Rexar Lasers on their website to have Death Guard Dirtbag merch on their website, and their new magnetic terrain, which is now irreversible and switch for each terrain setup that you guys have. So that's coming in the mail soon. But guys, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. Wouldn't have done this without you guys and my wife, but can't wait to see how we finish this year. I really appreciate it. Good luck, and we'll see you in another video soon. What is up, gents? 40k Dirtbags here. If you guys are interested in joining the Dirtbag Nation over at patreon.com, you get a bunch of perks. What we did in 2024 was we really expanded. I had traveled a ton and I played my ass off in 40k. Right now we're ranked #1 best player in the United States on ITC rankings. We were the #1 Chaos Space Marine player in the world this year in 2024. 2 years ago, we got ranked #1 Grey Knight player in the world, and this year we're probably going to go into Death Guard, hopefully when the new Codex comes out, or Emperor's Children. But you guys, if you guys want that head coach or that coach always in your corner, just to ask questions, bounce ideas off, that's what the competitive Dirtbag and the Dirtbag Nation is all about. If you guys want to support the channel, you head over to patreon.com. You can join the Just a Car tab, which is $5 a month. You guys get access to the Discord Patreon tab. You have to be a patron to get into that Discord, and also I'm always there. All the other coaches are there. Basically, it's just such a good community over on Discord that you guys get specific access to it that only Patreons can get. If you guys want to bump that up, the competitive Dirtbag tier, you guys get to message me or another Grandmaster or another Dirtbag coach over the Dirtbag Nation to add unlimited questions, list ideas, list reviews, and bounce ideas off of. That's what having a coach in your corner is all about. If you guys want to bump up to the Grandmaster tier, that tier you get every perk under the sun. So basically you get access to Discord, you get one-on-one coaching, you get a call once a month if you guys would like to go over any RTTs coming up, any GTs coming up, any list reviews live over Discord chat, and also a special perk that Grandmasters get. If you guys want any video suggestions like we do all the time with these table setups that we just upgraded thanks to the Patreons, you guys get suggestions or battle reports you want to see specifically played live by a coach or myself on the next battle report, or a live battle report coming up on the Patreon. So you guys get obviously first access to all the videos. We post them first on patreon.com, but there's just a ton of benefits to having a professional coach that plays this game all the time at the very, very high competitive level in your corner at all times. And that's really what the Dirtbag Nation is all about, getting you guys better at 40K, the basics, and being good in your community. So if you guys want to support the channel, I really appreciate it. Couldn't have done it without you guys in 2024, 2025. I am super stoked for, super excited for. We really want to get a bigger studio going. That is going to be my focus in 2025, is really growing the community on YouTube and Patreon specifically. So thank you so much for 2024, all my Patreons. If you guys are interested in joining and want that coach in your corner, head over to patreon.com and support the channel. Appreciate it.